So someone this weekend made off with $192 million in 2 hours. How does somebody make $192 million in 2 hours? Okay.
That's crazy. That's got to be insider trading.
It's got to be.
And we got Ross Givens today, insider trading expert.
Yeah.
And he's going to show you how to take advantage just to make your own money.
Coming from your two favorite black guys.
What's up, gentlemen? How we doing?
Hey, what's
We're
up?
doing great.
Good to see you. So wild week in crypto.
That is nuts.
Yeah. Lost a lot of money, Rob.
I know you did. You did, and it's very suspicious circumstances what's happened.
Yeah.
So, as she's pointed out, what happened is, and I think you probably know this, Trump tweeted threatening this 100% tariff on China.
Right.
And when you do that, the markets panic. Stocks sell off. Crypto sells way off because so many people are leveraged up. And what happened was somebody took a massive short position against Bitcoin. I mean, tens of millions of dollars, which is a bet, of course, that it's going to go lower. They did it via derivatives, so took big leverage. And it's the timing that is very suspicious because this massive short position on Bitcoin was placed 30 minutes before Trump put that tweet up. And so
on a decentralized exchange. There's no names, there's no nothing, no social security number. You can't find out who this person is.
30 minutes before he put that tweet out?
Yeah. And so they did it on Hyperliquid, which you said. Yeah, there's no trace of it. And so someone doing this has actually gotten smarter because typically we know they insider trade on stocks.
Right.
Pelosi gets into stocks before legislation passes and shoots them up. And we can see all that information. I've shown you guys how to do that. They report these trades. You can follow along when members of Congress, these insiders are trading. We're actually doing an event showing people how to do this. So I think we did one for your members a couple of months ago. It's coming up. There's a link below this video. We show people how to walk through this, how to see what stocks they're buying, because 99% of the time you can track this stuff.
Right.
You can follow along and profit right alongside these scumbags. One of them has gotten clever, and they moved it. And it's so suspicious because not only do they take a massive short bet against Bitcoin 30 minutes before, not only do they close it out at the low and make $192 million, they opened this account that morning, turned 40 million or 50 million into 200 million, and then sucked all the funds right back out.
Sounds like somebody knew it was about to go down.
Exactly.
They had to have known.
My money's on Hunter Biden. There's a mole in the White House. They're trying to make Trump look bad. That's what they're doing.
So how much money did they wire into, what is it called,
Hyperliquid is the decentralized exchange. You said 50 million?
How much?
I think so. You can see the screenshots there if you can put them up on, and you can see exactly what those accounts did. And so there's about $40 million sitting in one of them. It looks like 10 to 20 million in the other. And then as soon as that news comes out, they got this massive leverage short position. It shoots up, made 104 million in one, 88 in the other. So 192 million bucks. And again, sucks the money right back out.
So
So
they got 300% return, huh?
Yeah.
it's a good one. In 2 hours.
So they
you.
wired the money in that morning.
Yeah.
They created the account that morning. A short position.
I mean, the balls you got to have to do something like that.
Right.
Because you could lose that 40 million.
Well, think about it. So Bitcoin fell 10%, and they turned 40 or 50 million into 200 or 250. So they're massively leveraged
Like
short.
2-3x.
Right. So if it had gone up 10%, they'd have wiped the account out.
Right.
So this is something we look for at these insider trades, with whether it's Congress or corporate insiders. I'm going to show people how to do that in the live, in the free training event we're doing. But when you see someone place a bet like this, right? Like you own crypto, you're not going to leverage your whole account 10 to 1, that if it falls 10%, it's all gone. So, you know what I mean? Like this is only something you would do if you really knew. Like Pelosi's done this. So she went in, NVIDIA has been one of the big movers the last couple of years, right? Well, that whole move started with the CHIPS Act. Congress passed it, gave like $50 billion these chips companies, and the stock has soared. Well, 2 weeks before that piece of legislation passed, she bought like $1 million or $2 million worth of call options on NVIDIA, which is very similar, very leveraged, put like $1 million in. If it doesn't make a big move, the whole million's gone.
Right.
And so it's like when you're doing that, when you're making these crazy leveraged all or nothing bets, it's just not something a rational person would do unless they knew something was coming. And irrational people don't tend to have 40 million bucks laying around to make trades like this.
They've already lost it all.
So
this is a special person we're talking about.
And it's no secret that Pelosi's done this with the stocks. I mean, this is again the first one We don't really know who did it. There's lots of suspicion about who did it. It's somebody in that sphere or a friend of someone in that sphere who told them what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying Trump did this.
Right. Yeah, Trump wouldn't do this. He's a great guy. He's got plenty of money. Why would he do this? Yeah.
But somebody did, just like they've been doing this in the stocks for years. I mean, Pelosi did this with NVIDIA. She's done it with a number of others. And it's not just her, right? It's she bought Tempest AI. I think I got a chart of that back in January.
Tempest AI, I never heard of that stock.
Well, that's the thing, right? So if she's buying Google or Amazon, you're like,
Right.
we all own those stocks, right?
Right.
But why are you, this woman worth $300 million, buying this little off-the-radar AI stock nobody's ever heard of?
Right.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's about to triple.
Right.
And so she gets in and it surges. Another one was, what's her name? I got it in here somewhere.
Okay, there it is.
There it is. So there's the Tempest trade you can see. I mean,
Wow.
the odds of this, right? The timing on that is impeccable.
She's Warren Buffett. She got it exactly at the bottom.
But the thing is, like, they have to report these trades.
Right.
So if you watch this stuff, and that's what we show people how to do in these free training events, because it's like everyone should understand this stuff. You see, why would she buy this random little stock totally out of nowhere? It's one of the best stock traders on earth.
Yeah,
I'm going to follow along.
Right.
We saw something similar with Representative Susie Lee, and I brought a chart of that as well. Now, this woman doesn't trade all the time like Pelosi, right? In fact, she hadn't bought a single stock since 2022.
Oh, okay. So she's a newbie.
And then last year, the only stock she buys was Rheinmetall, which is this little German arms manufacturer. There it is.
Arms.
Now,
manufacturer.
she just so happens to be on a couple of congressional board. What is it? I want to say it's the
She's on a couple of congressional
military
committees.
construction or something like that. But this it's a German arms manufacturer getting these huge weapons deals with everything going on in Russia and Ukraine and all. And I mean, the stock surges, but like again, the odds that one of these people is buying the first stock they've bought in the one stock you buy in 3 years,
Right. Yeah.
is an off-the-radar German arms manufacturer nobody's ever heard of, and what do you know? It nearly triples in under a year. Like it's just not coincidence. So when you look for this kind of stuff and see that's odd. Like Pelosi trades a lot, but now she's going massive leverage. This lady never buys stocks. Now she's going all in on this little nothing company, right? And follow along. And a lot of the times it tips you off to this kind of stuff,
Right.
And so we can be there and profit. And it's not just politicians. You can see when CEOs and board members and vice presidents of any publicly traded company buy.
Right.
And so it's really just a common sense game of follow the money. It's like you've got a little pharmaceutical stock doing these stage 2 drug trials. It's $1 a share. No one's ever heard of it. And then suddenly the CEO, the CFO, half the board, the VP, the chief medical, like they're all piling in hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're like, I bet things aren't going bad. And they might just have done something. And we've done this before. We got into one last year. We went up like 300 and something % in 4 months.
Right.
And so we're really just following obvious stuff. And I talk about this insider trading stuff a lot, and people get really angry, and I see it in the comments. I'm like, I understand, but like, I can't fix that.
Right.
But at least I can show you how to follow along. Right? We're paying their salaries. At least old Nancy can do is give us a stock tip here and there. So that's all we're doing is just watching for that and following along.
Right. And a lot the normal people like us, we're like looking at profit and loss statements, we're looking at earnings and stuff like that. But really how you make a lot of money in the stock market, you got to have more information than that, like inside information. That's how these people are making the money.
Yeah.
That's what separates the great traders from the people like me.
If you're looking at earnings statements and you're looking at projections, it's like you're looking at the same stuff everybody else is.
Yeah.
There's no edge in that.
Right. No edge.
Pelosi knew they were going to shut down the government. She knew they were going to pass this bill to put billions in these companies. Susie Lee knew there's going to be mass appropriations of these. Somebody near Trump knew he's about to tweet, I'm slapping a 100% tariff on China, which only one possible result can come from that. Everything's going to tank instantly.
Right.
And they got in a position to make a massive amount of money for it. They didn't just, I'm going to get short this, I'm going to take money out of stocks. They went 5, 10 to 1 leverage short with $50 million. Like,
That's
you know something.
Yeah.
that's
Right.
Either that or you're a degenerate gambler.
right.
But it's
Not gamblers.
Yeah, and it's not a Republican issue. It's not a Democratic. Like they all
It's
do
not,
this.
yeah.
There's a site called QuiverQuant that tracks a lot of this stuff.
QuiverQuant.
And they've got a strategy. Let me see what it's called here. Called the Congress Buy Strategy. See if you can pull this up. This will blow your mind. Now, all this does is just buy a stock when a member of Congress buys it and sell it when a member of Congress sells it. And they've made triple the returns of the stock market for the last 4 years in one of the strongest stock markets of all time. I mean, 483%.
Just by following politicians.
And it's no leverage. They're not doing things like I show people how to do, which is to look for the outliers and the standouts and the leverage and the people who don't trade. Every stock they buy and they rebalance it weekly, it's clear as day.
Yeah.
And we're not governed by our best and brightest, as we all know. I mean, these people aren't, Wall Street quant trading experts, right? They just know stuff we don't. And so when it's this obvious, I think you want to know when they're buying a stock. I want to know when Pelosi's loading the boat here. And so that's what we show people how to do. All this stuff is online. It's all free. You can see when Congress buys. You can see when corporate insiders buy. We've been doing this for our members for like 7 years. I don't think we've ever had a loser. We beat the market every single year. I'm from South Alabama. Okay, I'm not any brilliant stock trader either. But I'm following people who know more than I do. Right. So it's really that simple.
Right. How long is this class?
It goes about an hour. We try to do them every couple of months because the more I talk about it, people get so angry. Like I said, I'm like, Ross, you're not angry about this. I said, well, here's the thing. When you make 50 or 100 grand right alongside them, I promise it's not going to bother you that much either.
Right.
So
they found a loophole. You know how to expose the loophole. There's nothing wrong with it. Any of us are doing
and what we're doing is legal. It's 100% above board. It's all public record. This stuff comes from the SEC website, Senate and Congressional. It's federal websites I'm getting the data from.
Right. So if crooks can make money, I can make money too.
That's it.
Yeah. It's all public information.
Yeah. Man.
But it's
Hey, I don't think that was Trump though.
Trump's a great guy. He wouldn't do that, Kevin. They just took advantage of him.
It's a psyop is what's going on. They're trying to make him look bad.
I don't know who, but somebody had the information.
Yeah, and like you were saying, it could have been anybody in Congress. Well, everybody's got a lot of information what's going on inside the Trump administration, just not the Trump administration.
Right.
People hear things. People
Yeah.
are in the loop. They're just like, man, I think he's going to tweet about China, about these tariffs again. It's going to tank the market,
Yeah.
And just
it
information
is
you use to better
suspicious,
yourself.
I will say. It is suspicious to have sons who just IPO'd a cryptocurrency company, made a bunch of money, then found out about this 30 minutes before he tweeted it and went short. Now, I'm not going to accuse the most powerful man in the world, his son, of anything.
Nope, you see what he's doing in the Pacific Ocean, right?
Well, here's the thing, though. It could be a congressional aide. It could have been one of Barron's buddies in the game that, it's not necessarily someone there, but somebody connected. And it takes one text message. And if you know these markets well, you're well capitalized, you make a lot of money off this stuff. And if Pelosi and these others can beat the market by triple or quadruple, placing trades on their E-Trade account from their cell phone in between meetings.
Yeah. And anybody can work Robinhood. Robinhood is one of the most easiest platforms.
Yeah, and everything's it's never been easier to be a stock trader. You send some money in, the commissions are $0. You can do it on your cell phone, and when you've got some kind of strategy gives you an edge like this.
Yeah, got to take advantage of it. You got to capitalize on it.
That's it.
All we're trying to do is really help the normal person try to win sometimes because
sometimes you'll win all the time if you follow it in.
Right. It improves your chances drastically.
Yeah, we're just trying to level the playing field. You know, it's clearly, everyone knows this goes on. You've got Carolyn Levitt, from the White House talking about, I think we have that clip. Look at this.
Yeah,
it's it's
to put
not
a ban on stock trading for members of Congress is even a thing is because of Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she is rightfully criticized because she makes, I think, $174,000 a year, yet she has a net worth of approximately $413 million. In 2024, Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio, this was a fascinating statistic to me, grew 70% in 1 year in 2024, and her portfolio outperformed every single large hedge fund in that same year, and even more than doubled the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. So I think the president stands with the American people on this. He doesn't want to see people like Nancy Pelosi enriching themselves off of public service and ripping off their constituents in the process.
So I'm starting to suspect she got that from me because I put a post on X showing that, comparing it to the hedge funds.
Right.
And I think I sent you that chart. It's got the top performers, and I marked Warren Buffett on there. It should be an image, and it's going to show the top performers in 2024. So, you hear Pelosi like 70% in a year. That's insane,
That's
right?
great, yeah.
There's a dozen members of Congress that are even better than her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like a single standout. Let me see if we can pull this thing up here. All right, so here's that image, and this is the weighted returns of members of Congress in 24. Now, the red are Republicans, blue are Democrats. So again, I'm not picking apart any party.
Both sides is doing it.
Republicans win again.
I'm tired of all this winning.
But you got Rouser up 149%. Oh. 149% in a single. And he's not even the only triple-digit gain here. We've got, let me look at these, if I can zoom in on this. Debbie Schultz, who we just showed you, that big trade on Rheinmetall, she made 142, 123, 111, 100. Buffett has been doing this since the 60s. He has never had a 100% year. And you've got half a dozen members of Congress who did it in a single year from their cell phones.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Nancy Pelosi. I'm not following Warren Buffett.
So there's Buffett. And look, 25% in a year
That guy sucks. I'm going with Nancy Pelosi on these.
Well, that's a heck of a year.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's in the special ed class.
Yeah,
He looks like a novice.
So it's really just so blatantly obvious when you see these numbers.
There's Dan Crenshaw. How much he do? Go back up, Joe. Dan Crenshaw.
61.
Man, now that we still winning.
Look at all that red at the top. Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah. Republicans, we still winning though, man.
And look, if these were the returns, these were the returns of Warren Buffett and Ray Dalio and these big investors, you'd be like, that's why everyone, what Buffett buy this week? And once a quarter.
Hey, don't mean to cut you off. I saw Byron Donaldson. Go back to the big shot of that. What did Byron do? Byron Donaldson. I just saw him.
43.
There he is.
43. He beat Warren Buffett. You better off following Byron Donaldson.
But when, Buffett and those guys.
Mitch McConnell, 42%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of big numbers up there. And this is just 24. If you look at the 23 numbers, it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
A couple different names rise up. But
You do that every year for like a span of 5 years.
Man.
the compounding, right? It's insane.
compound is
You turn
insane.
$1 million to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16.
Yeah.
That's how they're leaving.
Yeah, that's why she's worth $400 million.
Yeah. She's made $300 million since 2008 placing stock trades.
Wow.
The odds of that.
2 4X's, that's what, 16X?
That's
That's
like
it.
being hit by lightning like 5 times in a day.
Yeah.
I know.
And look, when Buffett reports, once a quarter, these guys report. So you say, here's the stocks Buffett bought last quarter. And everybody and their mom is glued. They're going, they're buying these stocks. I got to get what Buffett buys. He's nowhere near these guys. Why wouldn't you want to follow people that are doubling their account every year?
I want to follow Nance. I want to follow Byron. That other Republican that's winning. I'm going to follow these Republicans and these Democrats.
These politicians.
Yeah, the politicians where it's at.
Yeah, they got the info. That's the key. You need that info.
They're big numbers. And again, if you think about the insiders at individual companies, the edge they have is even bigger, right? So, these guys know big picture stuff, things from their donors or piece of legislation or spending bills going somewhere. But if you're the CEO of a company, you know drug trial results, you're about to merger, your new AI model is going to come out, if you're going to beat earnings, if your sales suck or if they're fantastic. And like they have a huge edge. And so we follow this stuff. We find 4, 5, 6 of these every month where it's just so blatantly obvious
Right.
that all these people are buying with their own money in their own account at the companies they run for the first time in 5 years. It's like it tends to be kind of like a heads I win, tails I don't lose.
Right.
Because you're not going to put all that money into your company before some terrible news comes out, but you might do it before something really good comes out.
Right.
You know, and so
The thing with this model that you discover and expose, you just have to be patient and watch what the best traders are doing.
that's right.
Really. They do
And
all your homework for you.
Exactly. And it doesn't take a lot of these big movers. I mean, you get a stock that goes 100, 200, 300%. I mean, that'll carry the portfolio for a couple quarters.
Yeah.
For some people, that could be life changing.
Exactly.
A couple of those trades.
So we're doing another one of these free trainings. I know you guys usually put a link below this video, but if you put in your name and email, we'll send you all the information. It's online. It's free. Anyone can attend. We had wonderful feedback last time, and we show people where this database is, how to find the trades, what to look out for. We show them what all our big winners had in common. I think we're sending them the pick again, right? We generally send them our most recent stock pick. So it's got all the research, the insiders that are buying, and they get everyone who registers gets that. So even if they can't come live, they'll send that. And like when you see what's available to you, it's pretty eye-opening. You know, and we have people leave every time. They're like, I'm never trading the same way. I'm never reading another earnings report.
You would be Hunter Biden if you did that.
Hey, Ross, what's that website again?
So it's HodgeTwinsTrading.com. And there's also a link, I think, below this video just to click on it and go straight there.
Okay.
See, I remembered it. Why didn't you remember it? Oh, no. That's because I'm the brains of the operation is why.
Man, this is a damn good show. Damn good show.
Gonna make all kinds of money from your two favorite black guys.